Hello, reporter room investigators. Come on in, come on in. We're going to be talking about the Riley Strain case today. Happy Mother's Day to you guys. Um, we have some new information to share on the toxicology. Um, I have 5 packages on this one. So come on in. Please share this on your socials. I did not have time to put this out onto Facebook and Twitter, but if you guys would be willing to share it and that would just be so great. I do want to just post this for Sebastian while we're doing this live stream, but come on in, you guys. I'm glad you're here. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. So my name is Jessica Della Davies. Just for those of you that don't know me, I'm an investigative journalist. My job is to investigate crime scenes and potential suspects and show you how to do the same thing. So everything I'm sharing is my opinion. If you haven't subscribed and joined our Reporter Room family, please consider subscribing. It's free and it helps me out a lot. So come on in, guys. So we're going to be talking about the Riley Strain case. I do have some updates for you. I promised you I would keep track of this case, and I have been following it. So some very interesting news in all of this. First of all, we have make sure I'm sharing with you what okay. So this is Riley's toxicology has been completed. Now, his family also hired someone to do a second autopsy on him. So the Davidson County Medical Examiner's Office has completed the toxicology report for Riley Strain, the University of Missouri student who went missing after being kicked out of a Broadway bar and was later found in the Cumberland River. The medical examiner did tell WSMV4 that the report is complete and will be released along with complete autopsy report when it's made public. So I'm assuming it's going to be made public really any day now because it's unclear when it's going to be released. I was hoping we would have it by today, but we don't. But it is done. It's completed. We know that he was found on Friday, March 22nd, 8 miles downriver from where he was last seen, and still had on his black and white shirt that he was wearing on March 7th after he got kicked out of Luke's 32 Bridge, downtown Nashville. But he was not wearing his jeans. He was not wearing his boots. So he was found after an extensive search by air, boat, and on foot. So he went missing after Sebastian, but got found by now, even though he was in the river. So that's why I just really do feel like on Sebastian's timeline, we do need to think about that timeline that we were given by Chris and Katie. Something's not right. So Riley's disappearance caught the attention of national and social media, and this led to a lot of speculation. But and law enforcement was like, well, we're good. We're going to just wind the search down. But a TikToker went out and found Riley's bank card on the banks of the Cumberland River and reignited the case. Kudos to them. And I don't even know what to say about law enforcement on this. But from the beginning, law enforcement was emphasizing that there was no evidence of foul play, nothing to see here. And the police department was flooded with tips about a potential for foul play in the case. But the police department, in my opinion, they want to just get this done and dusted. They want this put to bed. The family, on the other hand, feels very differently. We saw the videos of Riley stumbling and falling down around Nashville after being kicked out of the bar. The Tennessee Alcoholic Beverage Commission has launched their own investigation into whether Riley was overserved on the night he disappeared. Luke's 32 Bridge claims that Riley was just served one alcohol beverage and 2 glasses of water while he was at the bar. We do know that he was at other bars prior to this. So let me grab this. Okay, so this is Nick Barris. And he says that investigation continues into what happened to Riley Strain. As you know, the 22-year-old Missouri student became separated from his fraternity brothers while bar hopping in Nashville back in March. And I want to know why these fraternity brothers didn't help search for Riley. Instead, they went to a formal dance. But they couldn't be bothered to go to his memorial or help search for him? I don't know. Riley was found in the Cumberland River 2 weeks later. So 2 weeks, they don't help search. Authorities are very quick to say this is a accidental, but they haven't even gotten all the results back yet. We don't have the toxicology, so I don't know why authorities are saying this is an accident, because here's the statement from the family of Riley Strain. And Nick asks us to share this. As we await the autopsy results from the medical examiner's office and the private, our investigation into Riley's D continues in parallel with the county's A. The family conducted a private A, so they paid for their own, and likewise has chosen to pursue a private investigation along with the Metro Nashville PD's efforts. Next week, private investigator Steve Fisher, this is the same Steve Fisher who picked up on the fact that this dog handler, Steph, in the Sebastian Rogers case, wasn't who she said she was, or didn't have the dog's training maybe that she said she was, and certainly the picture she was sharing wasn't real. But Steve Fisher, he has been hired by Riley Strain's family. So very interesting. They hired their own PI. He will conduct additional witness interviews in the Nashville and investigate certain case areas of interest along the Cumberland River, conduct specific tests, and do a more thorough surveillance camera sweep of the surrounding areas. And they're asking anyone with photos, video, or any information on the events of what happened to Riley on March 8th to please contact Steve Fisher at tips@searchinvestigations.org. That is tips@searchinvestigations.org. You may remain anonymous if you wish. We will sincerely thank everyone for their continued support as we work to understand the circumstances surrounding what happened to Riley. All right, so that's one. Let me grab this one now, because Steve also spoke out on this. So this is Steve Fisher from the investigator. He said, let me grab a sip of water. He said, Riley Strain family approved statement. So they've approved the statement. As we wait the results from the A, I'm watching my words, from the medical examiner's office and the private A, our investigation into what happened to Riley continues in parallel with the county's investigation. The family conducted a private A and likewise has chosen to pursue a private investigation alongside the Metro Nashville PD's efforts. Next week, private investigator Steve Fisher will conduct additional witness interviews in Nashville, investigate certain areas of interest along the Cumberland River, conduct specific tests, and do more surveillance camera sweep from the surrounding areas. We urge anyone with photos, videos, or any information about the events on the evening of March 8th involving Riley to please contact investigator Steve Fish at tips@searchinvestigations.org. You can remain anonymous. Okay, so this is his account on Twitter if you want to follow him. Let me grab this one. Okay, so this is very interesting. The family has hired a lawyer in this case. So this tells me that they probably are concerned of the same thing that we're concerned about, which is this case being investigated by law enforcement in order to just put it all to bed? Or is this truly being investigated? We're going to talk about the lawyer in just a second. Let me say hello to chat because this is social media. It would be nice if we say hello. This is our head mod, NJazz. This is our other head mods, Six Sense Amelia. Thank you to our mods, our channel members, our subscribers, and thank you for everybody joining me here. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Let me just say hello. McBriggs is here. Tell me where you're from. Christy's here. Welcome, Christy. Angie's here. I'm glad you found me. A lot of people are just coming over from the live stream I just did on Sebastian Rogers. Leslie says, subscribe. It's free and it really helps. It does. It's free and it does really help. Hey, brother Mike. Good to see you. Angie says, again, sweet and jazz. Tammy says, just come over from the previous live. So glad you guys are here. Hey, Pam. Good to see you. Hi, Deb. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you guys are here. Mama Bear's here. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway as we work toward 40,000 subscribers. And so I was just wondering if you thought people would prefer to get money or if they would prefer a gift card. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below which one you think people will give. And then I'm going to share more about the giveaway later this week. So be on the lookout for that. It's a very interesting case. Happy Mother's Day, April. Hi, Marys. Hi, Holly. Aw, happy Mother's Day to you, Anjaz. Hi, Elaine and April. Yeah, they just want to get this all over with so they can sweep it under the rug. That's my opinion too, Mike. Yeah, Mike thinks he was medicated. I'm wondering too. That's why this is so important. I'm wondering why the family, because they have the results from the toxicology, and their response to getting the results was to get an attorney, you guys. All right, so let's talk about this. Let me move myself out of the way so you guys can see. All right, so let's talk about this lawyer. Okay, so the toxicology is in. So Riley's family has it. They just haven't released it to us yet. And their response to that was to hire a law firm. So a very interesting choice. It makes me wonder what this shows and why they think they feel they need a lawyer. Was he overserved? Was he slipped something? What's going on? Nick Barris says, as I reported earlier this week, toxicology is back as part of the A on Riley strain. The University of Missouri student was bar hopping with his fraternity brothers in March when he became separated and disappeared. But let's just call it what it was. His fraternity brother was at the door, and they claimed, I don't know if this is just a rumor or this really did happen, but they claimed they had to go upstairs to pay a bar tab, and that's why they couldn't accompany Riley when he was removed from the bar. But the bar says, we don't run bar tabs. So why did they become separated? Why was he allowed to just go out into the night alone? And why did they wait hours and hours, over 14 hours, before contacting law enforcement? His body was found 2 weeks later in the Cumberland River. It has been ruled an accident, but it will be interesting to see what substances are found. How much alcohol? Any medication? Something's going on because they hired an attorney. The results should be released soon with the exact cause of what happened to Riley. Meanwhile, Riley's family has now hired the law firm Morgan & Morgan. And he said, I had been in touch directly with the family. Now I'm told all media inquiries are to go through Morgan & Morgan. I hardly think this law firm was hired just to handle the media. Nothing has been filed yet, but that could change depending on what else is learned about the case. The possibility of a lawsuit could be filed maybe for wrongful. D, who might be named? The bar, the fraternity, the city of Nashville, some other person that we don't know about yet. No idea, but I feel like we will find out soon. I think we're about to find out too. I think we're about to find out as well. I think the whole thing is very, very sketchy. Very, very weird. I just don't feel like this was investigated. I feel like law enforcement, their goal is just to sweep it under the rug as quickly as they can. Watch your words in here, guys, because I want to share your comments, but some comments I cannot share because of words that you use. Don't use the D word, use medication. Deb says, I don't have a lot of confidence in Tennessee law enforcement. I mean, they've been trying to close the case since we started. They were trying to close the case before he was even found. So I agree. And this may be why law enforcement, why the family needs a lawyer. Remember, they wanted the footage from under the bridge because law enforcement said he went in under that bridge, right? Remember the pictures I showed you that Chris Dingman got, the spokesperson? They say he went in under that bridge, and he was saying there's no way. There's no way that's where he went in. So, yeah, I don't know about if they did that or not, Kami, but I definitely think it's weird that they didn't go with him. If he was overserved and they knew it, they should have stuck together. So please consider what words that you guys are using. Mama Bear says, poor Riley, far too many red flags to conclude no foul play, in my opinion. And just as he looked like a lovely young man. Leslie says, I don't think it was an accident. If he was, I think, please use a different word, guys. I'm not going to show the comments that use that word anymore. Just use medicine, okay? Angie says, that's why we have to take care of each other. Too many bad people out there. Yes, I think that's a great idea of just coming together and being together as a community. I love that, Angie. Don't drink. Yeah, and then don't drink. And then, I just don't know. Was he slipped something as a prank or as a joke? Or the family said they've heard of more nefarious things happening, that people have been rolled and mugged and slipped stuff. This is according to the family posted through their spokesperson, Chris Dingman. Sending prayers for the family. I love that, Julie Lane. Angie said the rest of the frat brothers drank. Why was he chosen? I don't know. And I don't know why they didn't call law enforcement like sooner. Like, didn't they would have known he wasn't back at the hotel. They knew the condition that he was removed from the bar, what kind of condition that he was in, or maybe not. Maybe they didn't know. But why didn't they help search for him either? To me, people who don't help search, and this is just my opinion, and opinions are not facts, but to me, people who don't help search, it makes me wonder if it's because they already know what happened. So I'm not saying that's the case in this case, but that's been my experience. Yeah, thank you so much, Njaz. Thank you. Tammy says, is it just me, or does the state of Tennessee's law enforcement, I don't know I don't want to impugn all law enforcement people, but, and Brother Mike says, thanks to the mods. If you see people with wrenches, those are the mods. If you see people with check marks, those are our channel members. And we do have a great community on Facebook. If you type in Reporter Room and Sebastian Rogers, it should pop up. And I post any kind of prayer vigils or anything like that in relation to this case. I post in there. So thank you to our mods, our channel members, our subscribers, and happy Mother's Day to all our moms. Alabama's in the house. Arizona's here. North Carolina. Buffalo, New York. Wow. South Carolina. People from the UK. Hey, and Amelia, this is our other head mod. She's from New Zealand. Okay, so Holly thinks people would prefer an Amazon gift card. Sheila says she thinks people would prefer to be gifted channel memberships. 300 says, glad to see family is, well, I don't know if they're suing the frat, but they got a lawyer, so I don't know who they're suing. It could be the fraternity. It could be the law enforcement agency. It could be the bar owners of one of those 4 bars where they may know where he was overserved. It could be the bar owners where they think that where they just think he was. I just want to say thank you to Njaz for gifting 5 Reporter Room memberships. 5 people are going to be given memberships. Wow, you guys, that's so nice. So she doesn't get to pick who gives them. It's whoever is the most active, and then YouTube will give her a list to choose from. So the more active and engaged you are, the better chance you have of making that list. So thank you so much for that, Njaz. There's going to be 5 very happy people. Yeah, very interesting news. Very interesting news on this. Very interesting news. Okay. Yeah, it could be the bar. I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm trying to see who the new members are. If you got a membership, tell me. Okay, I can see one. Jill Elaine, thank you, Njaz. Jesus loves me. How sweet. Thank you, Njaz. Yeah, say thank you to Njaz and then tell me who you are so I can show you guys if you're still in the chat. Angie says, so I-40 goes right through Nashville. So I'm wondering, the Cumberland River isn't that far from where Sebastian went either. From where he disappeared. That's why I want to rethink this timeline. And Jess says, you guys are welcome. Texas is in the house. Jillian Lane says, you are so sweet. And Jess, thank you. Wasn't it 3 or 4 bars? Yeah, he was at 4 different bars. Brother Mike says, welcome to all the new channel members. Hey, Kathy. Thank you for supporting Reporter Room. And Jazz, thank you very much for the Reporter Room gift. So Pam Davidson also gifted memberships in the Sebastian Rogers live stream. So, and thank you so much to Pam also. So for those of you that don't know how the gifted memberships work, to how you get one, that YouTube will provide the list to the person who gifts the memberships. And I wanted to see, well, how does YouTube, how is this list compiled? Where, and what YouTube does is they look in who's the most active in the chat. So whoever's been posting the most comments, who's ever the most active in the chat, they go onto the list that YouTube provides. And that's how you get a free membership. If you want to get one, then you just need to be more active in the chat. You know, the more comments that you make in the chat, then YouTube will add you to that list. So that's how they pick out who Natasha from NJazz and who Pam both gift the memberships to. That's how the lists are compiled. I wasn't sure because I didn't know how that worked. So Kami says, I wonder if he was considered among his friends, the goody two shoes, and they wanted to loosen him up, so to speak. Yeah, I'm wondering what the family learned on that toxicology that sent them running out to get a lawyer. I don't know, Mike. I wish I do. How do I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question. I looked up how people got chosen, but I've never looked up how to do it. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So if you want to get picked for a channel membership, the more active you are, the more likely YouTube's going to add you on that list. Jillian says, I agree about not helping with the search. I think it's very suspicious that they did not help with the search. And to me, people that don't help with searches, I'm not saying this is, necessarily true in this case, but just overall, people who don't help search, it's usually because they know what happened, right? They know there's no point in searching. And it just makes me wonder. And then this long gap from when he went missing to when he was, from when he disappeared to when he was reported missing. Yeah, it's for 1 month. That's correct. Mick C. Briggs says, didn't he tell his mom his drink tasted weird? Yes. So Riley told his mom that his drink tasted funny. It had kind of a smoky taste to it. So I think that's interesting too. Kathy Tolan says somebody put him in the river. I'm wondering if he didn't get rolled also. Something sent the family out to get a lawyer because they got the toxicology results back and their response was to get a lawyer. So it just makes me wonder what in the world is going on. Cirrus, hey, good to see you. I hope you're having a great day. She's talking to you, Kami. Hey, Cirrus, I'm glad to see you. Mama Bear said, who told the lie about the bar tab? There has to be a reason that they're hiding something. I don't know who it was. All I know is the Fraternity Brothers said they couldn't. Somebody said that the Fraternity Brother who was downstairs because the bar say they thought that this Fraternity Brother was leaving with Riley. So they didn't realize that Riley was leaving alone. This is what the bar says. I don't know if that's true or not. We haven't seen the footage from the bar. And then somebody said that the Fraternity Brother didn't go with him because he had to go upstairs to pay his bar tab. But then we found out that there was no bar tab at Luke's that night because they were so busy they weren't running bar tabs for people. Because you could just have people walk out and not pay their tab. So there was no open bar tab to go upstairs and pay. So why didn't his Fraternity Brother go out with him and at least put him in an Uber or put him in a cab to go back to the hotel? I don't know. Yeah. Positive vibes. Good to see you. Angie says, yeah, Mick Briggs, he told his mom the drink tasted like barbecue, like smoke, like smoky. Canadian Anna says, I have received memberships from channels I have never been to and channels I do frequent but wasn't at the time. That's really interesting. 300 Toe says, they knew what happened. That's why they didn't look for him. Kathy Tolan says, he said it tasted like barbecue. Thanks for that. Leslie says his lungs didn't have any water in them. Yeah, that's the other thing that's just so weird. Okay, Enjaz says, press the money sign and it will come up. Okay, there you go. I didn't know either. Just like Katie and Chris Proudfoot. He said it tasted, I thought he said it tasted like barbecue or smoke or something like that. Mick Briggs says, I agree. Someone put something in his drink. He said his drink tasted weird. But that was not we don't know what bar he was in. Now his family probably knows by now. But what was it in the toxicology that sent the family running to go get a lawyer? This didn't come out of nowhere. Something came up. Angie says she doesn't believe he was in the water for 2 weeks. I think it's weird that he was in the water but doesn't have any water in his lungs. Didn't have his pants, had brand new boots but didn't have those on. Have you ever tried to take brand new boots off? I do have a Facebook group. You guys are welcome to join. Just type in Sebastian Rogers and Reporter Room. It should pop up. I post all the prayer vigils. The bike rally, I'll be posting that in there. If you want to watch it, I'll be posting the live streams for that. Positive Vibe says, I find it sus that none of the frat brothers were speaking with the parents. Yeah, I do too. And I'm not saying they had anything to do with it, but I just think the fact that they didn't help search is weird. Princess Mariposa says, does anyone know if the other frat guys were actually his friends and he wasn't being picked on? No, we don't know. And what's really weird is the fraternity put out a statement to the family, but the fraternity brothers have never gotten in touch with his mom. Never gotten in touch with the mom. Now, maybe their lawyers told them not to. Maybe there's more to the story that we don't know yet. Landis said his pants off, his cowboy boots gone, wallet gone. Right. But the credit card is on the bank of the river where the TikTokers found it. They walked him out the side or the back door. Hey, Claudia, good to see you. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Buckeye Clanfin says, prayers for Riley's mom today. She must be so heartbroken. This would have been graduation day. It would have. This would have been his graduation. If you would like to see his graduation, let me know. And tomorrow I can post the link for that in our Facebook room. I do have the link for his graduation. He obviously didn't walk because he's no longer here, but he did graduate. Unique Boutique says, wondering how he was acting to make the bar make him leave. I don't know. They said it was a misunderstanding, but I don't know what happened. Yeah, super sketch, right? Pat Day says, prayers going up for the family. I feel so bad for his mom. This is Mother's Day. This has to be, the worst Mother's Day ever for her. Just really, really sad. Nancy says, friends of Riley from HS were in the fraternity with him, didn't look either. From high school, were in the fraternity with him. And wow, I'm just really shocked. Like, why wouldn't you help? We're going to do a channel members live after this. If you're a channel member, if you're a new channel member, you got to give me a second, but I'll go live after this with the channel members live. Positive Vibe says, yes, something must have made them hire Morgan and Morgan. I agree. I think something came up. Something is in that toxicology. Something is in that toxicology that made the family run out to go hire a law firm. I mean, that's the headline from Nick Barris. Toxicology's in, and Riley Strain's family hires a law firm. So something is up. Something is up. I just think it's very, very strange that nobody in the fraternity helped search. That the fraternity waited 14 hours to report a missing. Okay, that maybe because maybe they were intoxicated too. But it just seems like an awfully long time. If you know your buddy left the bar alone, wouldn't you call? Kathy thinks somebody took his pants and boots off and kept them. Yeah, it's possible that homeless community was right there. Brother, oh, okay. Unique, a prank gone wrong, allegedly. I'm wondering that too. Hey, Amanda Jane. She says, heartbreaking prayers for his poor family. Bless them. Yep. Taking the boots off is a nightmare. Yeah, taking off new boots, brand new boots. Did they come off in the river? I guess it's possible, but it's just weird that the shirt's on, but the boots are off. Veronica says they didn't the frat guys lawyer up almost immediately? I don't know if they got a lawyer or not. I don't know. That's a great question. Let me see what I can find out right now while we're talking about this. Let's check. I see where Riley's family retained the lawyer. All right, here's an update on the fraternity. Okay, can you guys see this? Okay, so this is the Delta Chi fraternity missing member Riley Strain update. They just say the Delta Chi fraternity is deeply saddened by the tragic passing of our esteemed fraternity brother, Riley Strain. Our hearts go out to Riley's family and loved ones during this incredibly difficult time as we work to provide support and resources to all those affected by this tragedy. The Fraternity Campus Assistance Program, which provides in-person resources and professional support, is available to our members 24/7 as they navigate through this challenging time. Additionally, we're working closely with the University of Missouri authorities to ensure our local chapter members have direct access to campus support resources. We ask for respect and privacy for Riley's family and our fraternity brothers during this incredibly difficult time. So I'm not saying that they're not having an incredibly difficult time, but why not help search? Why not help search? It makes it very hard. Okay, so this is Riley, and it said this is his funeral. He passed away on March 22nd of 2024 in Nashville, Tennessee, born in Springfield, Missouri on January 2nd, 2002. Riley's vibrant spirit and loving nature touched many lives. He was a proud graduate of Kickapoo High School and later attended the University of Missouri Columbia, majoring in business and financial planning. Riley's ambition led to a promising internship at Northwestern Mutual, where he demonstrated a natural acumen for the industry. Riley's commitment to service was evident throughout the prestigious Presidential Medal for Volunteering, earned by dedicating over 500 hours to the wonders of the wildlife. This commitment showcased Riley's deep care for the community and the environment. Riley embraced the outdoor activities, whether it was hunting, fishing, or simply enjoying the serenity of the lake. Riley's competitive spirit shone through in tennis matches and his budding interest in the discipline of jiu-jitsu. Above all, Riley's cherished time spent with family, creating lasting memories. If you want to read the rest of that, let me know. I can link it for you guys in the Facebook chat group. So yeah, it's a great question, and I wish I knew the answer to that. Thank you so much to NJAZ for helping out with the computer fund. My computer is starting to go. I'm having problems with it, but I do blow through them kind of fast just from all the editing that I do on there. So thank you so much. I'm going to add everything up that's come in and just see where I'm at, and then give you guys an update on that later this week, and just see where we're at on that. I'd like to try to get it ordered this week if I can. I do want to also say a very special thank you to our producers. Hold on, before I do this, let me take. I want to keep this up as much as I can, but I do want to say thank you to our producers, George Brown, and Jazz, Energy Shots, Angry Muns, Not So Saintly, Sasha Angel, and our channel members. If you would like to be a channel member, just hit the join button. It's next to the subscribe button, but you don't have to be a channel member either. You could just hit the subscribe button and join the Reporter Room family. That helps me out a lot. It's free. We have a really nice community. And you're also welcome to join our Facebook group, which is, if you type in Reporter Room and Riley Strain, or Reporter Room and Sebastian Rogers, it should pop right up on Facebook. We have a really nice group. Great mods, really kind and caring people. If you are looking to have a really close, loving, and caring true crime community, then that would be awesome. I want to do super thanks and PayPal gratitude also, and gifted channel membership to Njaz and Pam Davidson. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, so let me put this back up for Sebastian. So we are going to do a members only live stream today. I think that it will be nice to debrief all of that. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think about Riley and what happened in the comment section below. Why do you think he got a lawyer? And also let me know, as we're coming up on 40,000 subscribers, I want to do some kind of a giveaway. I'm going to share more about that with you guys later this week. Let me know if you think people would rather have money. Would they rather have like an Amazon gift card? Would they rather have a gifted membership? Let me know what you think people would like the most. I want to do something that people would actually, be able to use. Just as a thank you. This will be for all subscribers. And I have a way I'll be doing it fair and square. There's a way to like check off subscribers, and there's a company that will do it to make sure that it's random and fair. So I'll be using a company to do the drawing. So I'll share more information when we get closer. And on that note, I will see you guys next time. And for members only, we're going to go right into a members only live stream next. So please be sure to join me for that.